Where do you want to go?
Zoo.
Well, they got some animals here. We're gonna see them, but first, we gotta go to this. You know, the balloon voyage. Is that? Hey, Bryce, is that balloon voyage or balloon voyage?
I'm trying to figure this stuff out. Where are we? We're lost.
Hey, I'm Perry. I'm your internet neighbor. You got a split rail fence here. I'm wanting to build one of these over at my grandmother's house. Kira, I think we are coming up on the animals. I can smell them. I see a barn. I wonder if there's a bank in that barn.
There better be. I don't think this is the bank barn.
They had a bank barn on this map somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think it's the bank barn.
Now listen, Bryce, you're the navigator today, so...
It's the Conner homestead. This is their barn.
That's
homestead. Their house back there.
It's a Civil War journey, 1863. You go back to 1836 if you want to. Now, I don't know if it goes back any further than that. We'll have to consult the map. Long-time friend, short-time lover. Not mine. You sickos. Oh. That's the most docile cow I've ever seen in my life. Sleeps right through it. Must be used to us. Kira, this is where they make your Easter candy at. You know those little yellow chicks you love to eat? Plop these right out of here, put them in a machine, and there you go. Down the conveyor belt. Baby lambs. And you got these best friends right here.
Making it 191 years old. It is the only historic home on the property that is on its original location. All the other historic homes have been brought here from other places in Indiana, although they are of the period. Inside this house, you are not going to find a historic home. It is not set up like with a dining room, a living room, bedroom, anything like that. Mainly because we don't actually know what the rooms were used for. We were doing it that way before, but we were just guessing it as to what the rooms were. And they were good guesses. They were very educated guesses, but they still weren't, we didn't have enough evidence to support that. So instead, we are presenting this home as an artifact, and the artifact answers two questions: why Conner and why Prairie? So when you go through it, you'll find the answer to that. So step on in here. 191 years old.
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you folks?
Good.
Good. You're all welcome to come on in. If you see anything you're curious about, why feel free to ask. Oh, this one up here.
This is really neat. This is some of the paper money that existed at that time. But what's neat about paper money is it was very localized. It wasn't really, like nowadays, you know, a bill is good anywhere in the U.S. because it's printed by the U.S. government. But back then, I mean, this says state of Indiana right at the top. So, do you think someone living in Maryland would want this? No. Because I'm not, if I'm in Maryland, I'm not going to go back to Indiana, especially not just to redeem the $1 bill. And it's not just states. This was printed by a bank in Pennsylvania. So if I lived next door to this bank, I'd accept these bills all day long. Because I could just go right over and exchange them for hard coin. But living in Indiana, nah. You might accept Bank of Indianapolis. You might accept Bank of Cincinnati if you did a lot of trading with the people in Cincinnati, because it was a big port town. But other than that, paper money was really very, very localized.
I think this is spacious enough for us. I'll take it.
$1 million.
Go Eli Lilly.
She said microwave?
Pause that and read it if you guys want to.
Microwave.
Down, but you do it the same way. It's just twisting, just like you twist your hair. Have you ever done that? That's not going to talk to you.
Oh crap. Bryce, they're telling me these things don't exist. I don't know what it means. Are they, pocket it, or does it disappear as you cross the line?
I was expecting it to disappear.
Is it just gonna vanish? I bet my e-cig doesn't exist either. Son of a gun. Movies. Oh no. Sean Phillips, don't look. You're gonna cry.
So we will come to school from
they're working in the fields, getting ready for that next winter coming up. We're always getting ready for that. We have different ages in here.
I feel like a peeping Tom Wyckoff. But one thing I noticed when I was out here about this house, this old schoolhouse, is that it's got boulders, these rocks, used as the supporting foundation. And you can look under here and see if there's any, raccoons or critters that mess your house up. Log pile there for your fires and a broken stool. I like this place. I like old times. And here's a guy coming down the street.
I'll start someone off and they'll just repeat that over and over again.
Jackie Chan. You can use the nails for different things instead of snapping and bend it. And so that would be the first person to pull out. It all depends on what you need the nail for and how much money you're willing to spend. But again, it's not always... No. I was not at all.
She said you said something narrow-minded and
I said
brutish about them being Methodist.
No, I said the truth. Some folks were asking about what it is like to be a Methodist. So I told them that they don't have any fun.
Well, I reckon that you don't know on account of you ain't a Methodist.
Well, I know what they don't do.
Well, I know what you don't do neither, and I know what you do.
Yeah.
And I reckon your
you
pa
can-
went to hear about it, that you gone and
You're gonna
said
tell
something
Pa?
disparaging about Mr. Curtis and his family,
You know
that
he's
you
gonna
won't be
pull
having
that.
much fun at home.
He'll switch me.
Well, he turned it.
No, I don't think so. That's so rude of her. I was split wood for her all morning. You think she wouldn't tell on me?
Well, now, it don't give you cause to go speak bad to somebody.
I wasn't speaking bad. I said, listen, they do not drink. They do not play cards. They don't work on Sunday. They don't dance. Now, those things are all lots of fun things to do. And so, in my mind, they don't have much fun.
Pi feri timpani ciambali. Bring the fife and the timpani, the drum, and the cymbals to wake her up, you see. And at the end he sings, Non dorma più, which means she shall sleep no more. Do you know why she'll sleep no more? She's dead. Isn't that dreadful, I should say? It is most lamentable indeed, but it's a very fetching tune.
Because she slept for 3 days.
And she's no longer
It's time to wake up now.
I like those better. That's nice.
They say not to pet the pigs, but they don't say anything about not eating them. Go in there and wrestle us up one. Oh,
Some cow manure.
they eat it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
That's for
Well,
you. Come and
what
get
do
it.
you know?
Well, our milk cow's getting a little bit of corn and oats.
I see.
In her, she gets some grain when we milk her. So it passes through her manure. So we'll come over and we'll pick through it.
And that doesn't make them sick. Wow.
Make some nice and fat so you can have a nice bacon sandwich for lunch. That is what we call a nice mud bath. Here, go on in there and lay down next to it. It's sweet. It's adorable.
I want the baby to do that.
Stepping forward into time, Kira, to July of 1863. What does the bridge say?
Glorious news.
Yep, Union troops successful at Gettysburg. And then you've got the banners here in the bridge. Well, old Civil War times. Let's go in here.
Oh, hello! Mother, it's the volunteers come to help us.
Welcome all. Welcome to our home.
I'm Adia Porter, and please excuse the mess, but Union cavalry officers are using our dining room as a temporary headquarters. I expect you're here to get your orders from them.
They'll soon let you know how you can chase Morgan and his bandits.
For a long time. So leave it on the
Old-fashioned
leave it
candle
on the
making.
stick and just let it hang down. So it'll be soft for about an hour. Which one sister wants to dip? Here we go.
Paul Robinette, eat your heart out.
This is definitely their job.
Here in 1816, you know, the pioneers and the settlers, they drank Sprite. Lemon lime soda. Or maybe it was the Indians, you know. Looks like a settling camp here, and hand sanitizer. You got all your Indian needs here, Brooke. Everything.
Especially this hand sanitizer.
You got bug. Well, that's not a bug candle. That's a. Well, this is the front entrance, and we're heading out. We've got picnic lunch in the car. Oh boy. It was a happy birthday trip to Kira to Conner Prairie, and it was a good time. Hey, I could have been riding on that all day.